This is New Mexico. It's located in the south on the Mexican border and covers a variety of sceneries. They have deserts, they have mountains, they have lakes and white deserts. And now they got Ulrich, Sophus, and Anders.
History.
New Mexico is a state shaped by war. Its history started in 1598 when the first Spanish settlement was established on the Rio Grande River by Juan de Onate. In 1610, Santa Fe was founded and made the capital of New Mexico. The US acquired most of New Mexico in 1848 as a result of the Mexican War. During the Second World War, New Mexico was the site of the top-secret Manhattan Project, in which top US scientists raced to create the first atomic bomb.
Demographics.
About 29% of the population aged 5 and older speak Spanish, while about 4% speaks Navajo, which is a Native American language. About 2 million people lives in New Mexico. 47% of these people are Hispanics, which is the largest percentage by any state in the US. New Mexico also has the second largest Native American population in the US after Alaska.
Cultures and values.
New Mexico is among the richest places in America when it comes to culture and tradition. New Mexico has more Native Americans and a higher percentage of Hispanics than any other state. It also has adobe buildings made from mud that are over 1,000 years old. They were built long before the Europeans settled down in America. Because of its diversity, New Mexico also has many traditions originating from various different cultures, such as Santa Fe's Indian and Spanish markets, Native American dances at the pueblos, and the many fiestas held on town plazas throughout the state. And of course, one of the biggest events in New Mexico, the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. As I said before, New Mexico is a very diverse state, with many different ethnic groups and cultures. This very fact has been a big part in forming what the values are in New Mexico. The people in New Mexico believe in individuality, hard work, and equality for all people.
Personal experiences.
Hi, I'm Anders, and I stayed in Albuquerque for almost a year. My foster family consisted of a couple in their 60s and a 26-year-old son who lived there while he studied in the Albuquerque University. The family was very nice, and they treated me like I was one of their own during my stay there.
My time in Albuquerque gave me many amazing experiences that I never forget. One of the highlights during my stay was the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. This balloon fiesta is the largest in the world, and over 500 balloons take flight each year. I studied in Albuquerque High School, where I played baseball and soccer. One new experience was that the school served hot food during the breaks. Albuquerque is New Mexico's largest city, and to know about Albuquerque, you got to experience it from the heart of downtown. Since I lived in the outer parts of the city, I had to rent a bicycle to get to downtown. In downtown you can go shopping, eat in a restaurant, or just take a coffee in one of Albuquerque's many coffee shops.
Hello, my name is Sophus, and I'm here to tell you about my experiences as an exchange student in Albuquerque. I lived with a very nice family for almost a year, and the family consisted of a couple in their late 30s named Marcus and Marie, and their 9-year-old daughter named Annie. My host family had a big house with a nice garden, and I had my own room with my own TV where I could spend time playing games and watching movies with my friends. I studied at Broke High School, which was a really nice school with lots of space and room for outdoor activities such as American football and baseball. I decided to join the school's football team, who I played with every week. On the weekends, me and my family often went on trips around town. We would visit the zoo, go to the mall, or have a picnic in the park. One time, my family decided to take me with them on a trip to the White Sands in Alamogordo, which is only a 3-hour ride away. There you can see snow-covered dunes stretching for miles around you. It was a really special experience and it made me think back at the cold snow in Norway. I was extremely happy that I went on this trip. I made lots of new experiences and made new friendships with many different people. And even though it might seem scary, I would strongly recommend you to also take the chance and become an exchange student.
Hi, I'm Ulrich, and I'm gonna give you all a short summary of what I've experienced during my 1-year stay in Albuquerque. I live with a foster family that consisted of 2 people, a lady widow Samantha and her slightly senile father Billy Bob. There used to be a husband, but unfortunately had succumbed to a horrific fire accident at his workplace a couple of years back. But fortunately, Samantha got to keep the house. It was a very nice house with lots of rooms. The guest room, which later evolved into my room, had a gorgeous view of the city. I went to Highland High School, which I guess was pretty nice. Samantha's workplace was close to the school, so I got driven there the majority of the time. I chose not to join any of the sports teams because I would feel really awkward jumping in as a beginner when all of the other team members were advanced. I did manage to make some great friends through video games though. These guys allowed me to experience Albuquerque as a citizen instead of feeling more like a tourist. One day we visited Old Town. Old Town is the site of the original Spanish settlement and it has a really southwestern feel to it, which are created by the cobblestone streets, giant trees, houses and structures built with sun-dried bricks. It is a tourist-friendly place as it is chock full of museums, restaurants and souvenir shops. The restaurants serve classic New Mexican dishes. The typical ingredients in these classic dishes are chile, beans and corn. I got to try out chile con queso, which was delicious. I celebrated Christmas with Samantha, Billy Bob, Samantha's sister and her children. In a way it was similar to Christmas at home, going to church, eating with the whole family there, and kids being super excited to open their gifts. But one thing wasn't similar at all, namely the food. Instead of following the typical American cuisine with turkey, gingerbread and Christmassy dessert, they instead served carne adobada. Carne adobada is marinated pork drenched in red chili sauce. It was very enjoyable, but it's not even close to comparing with the delicious ribeye I get here in Norway. They also serve an extremely tasteful cookie called bizcochitos. Next Christmas, I'm gonna suggest to my grandmother that she should make them so I can share the taste with my family. I would say that New Mexico is an excellent choice for exchange students and I would definitely recommend it. I rate the stay 10 out of 10, but I'm looking forward to getting back in the Norwegian groove.
During our year in the US, we learned about American values and American culture. We got to experience everyday life in Albuquerque and American family life. We also got to experience new things like playing American football and baseball. It was truly an amazing experience. We hope you enjoyed our video and we also hope that you learned something new along the way.